Hello. It says I'm going live. It says I'm live. So let me know if you guys can hear me okay. Hopefully it's not like a live workout or anything, which is nice because then I don't have to like shout. But it's been so long since I've done like a live stream, so my heart is beating, I'm sweating, I'm gross, and I'm excited. So let me know how you guys are doing. Yeah, so today I'm going to be telling you guys like why I changed my brand name, what's to come in my channel, and all that jazz. So if you want to ask me any questions, feel free to. Other than that, I do have some that I asked if you guys had it on Instagram and on Facebook, so I always have those. Pinduli, hello Pinduli, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for coming to my Twitch stream. Just so you guys know, I am twitching now, so that is a place where you can watch me play video games and you literally see like my reactions as well as my gameplay. And I played a scary game and I've never played a scary game in my life, and it's Little Nightmares. And Little Nightmares isn't even like that scary for most people. But I was terrified, so feel free to subscribe to that. Mommy, thank you so much for letting me know. It sounds good. I was so nervous. I'm like, I don't know if anyone's gonna come. Anyway, yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions. So the name change, Kitty Hug Fitness from Cat Moose Knee Fitness. Kitty is a name that I've been called since high school because I was in a science class and I was like, oh, my name's Cat. And then my new friend is like a kitty? I'm going to call you Kitty. So he called me Kitty and then he spread it around and I was called Kitty from then on and I love it. And then Hug. So Hug comes from Justin's dad's wife. So her name is Wendy Hug and she's wonderful. Their whole family, their entire family is amazing. And so when Justin and I actually do get married, we are both going to change our name to Hug, and it is H-U-G, and it just encompasses so much more of who we both are and also my brand. And I have to say it's way easier to remember, and it's so much nicer when I'm telling people like even when we were house hunting and stuff, because that's what we're doing right now. A woman's like, oh, you do YouTube channels or like workout videos, because I was telling her like, oh, I need this space to film. And she was like, oh, what is it? And I'm like, oh, it's Kitty Hug Fitness. And suddenly I didn't have to like, spell my name out all funny, because Moose Knee is a hard name to pronounce. Like, I don't feel bad when people are like, how do you spell that? Because like if I were to see Moose Knee on paper and I didn't know it, I would not know how to pronounce it either. It's a funny name. But yeah, that is why. And yeah, it just fits me so much better, I feel. And also with Justin, because Justin Hug, and he is going to be he is a life coach. It's perfect. Like just a hug away from your fitness goals. So that's pretty much what I'm going to be saying to you guys all the time now. But you can still call me Cat and everything because that's my name. Thank you all for liking it, everything. Oh my God, Paul and Katie. Paul, thank you so much for coming to my Twitch streams. I do have highlight reels, so if you're ever guys want to watch those, I just made a new one for the second time I streamed. I scream a lot. Like, not like screech, but like, ah! My eyeballs get really big, as if they're not as big already. Let's see here. King Barn, my eyeballs. Ugh, I should have brought this closer. Max pull-up hold. I'll try it while you do it. Yeah, I think I should do that soon. That was fun. You sent me something on Instagram today, and so I think that was awesome. I should try that. John Z, howdy. Let's see. You, Manflow Yoga, blah, 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 have any 1-year-old help me to lose 50 pounds in the past year. Keep on keeping on. I'm Lucky Strong. Hell yeah, that's awesome. Thank you so much for doing my workouts. I really appreciate that. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you. Paul, oh my God. Hello, Paul. Thank you so much for coming. Yes, of course I remember you. So Paul does amazing drumming, and it's just like fantastic. Like, I remember him demonstrating, and I'm like, I can't believe this is a real, like, it's just so magical. It gave me the chills, and I love seeing your posts. So I hope you post more on your Instagram and stuff. I love seeing those. I love it. Let's see here. Sam, hi, such an amazing person. Oh, thank you so much. It's the pink hair, swear. Let's see here. Let's see. Onika, I started working out with a new trainer since last year, May. I was 105 pounds, but now I am 115. It's nice muscle tone. But when I see the number on the scale, it bothers me. Tell me how to deal with this. Oh, actually, I am dealing with like a similar thing with like my background and stuff and my history with like my eating issues and stuff. It still does affect me too when I see like a higher number on the scale. But when I really take a step back, I notice that one, my booty looks great. Ooh. Two, I am stronger. Like all of my workouts are stronger. So really start to focus on one, how are your clothes fitting? Two, just remember that muscle doesn't weigh more than fat, but it's more condensed than fat. So it'll give you a smaller appearance. So maybe take some measurements instead. And another thing is to focus on performance goals. Like, are you doing more awesome in the gym? Like that's so fantastic. Just remember, it is just so much more than how much you weigh. And it's more of like your capabilities and how you're feeling, how's your energy throughout the day. Because I notice even though I am higher up in the scale right now than I was a few months ago, I also do have a lot more energy. I feel good. Like I feel good. So yeah. Penduli R2 for life. Oh my God, that was so funny. So that was a reference to my Twitch stream. At the end of the game, I still did not know how to jump properly. It's so bad, but it's hilarious for you guys, so it was okay. Butch, hey, good to see you. Hello. Any advice about keeping motivated? Yes. So keeping motivated, just know that motivation comes and goes, so don't keep motivated. Focus more on sustainability, accountability for yourself, and create a schedule for yourself and stick with it. Because again, motivation is always fluctuating, and if you depend on it, you're not going to get much done, unfortunately. Like I go through ups and downs too. Like I recently went through a down of motivation. I didn't want to work out so much. But instead I was like, you know what? I'm going to go to the gym. So number one, show up. Two, write down like on a dry erase board or whatever, and write down your workout and stick to it and be like, this is what I'm doing no matter what. Put on some sweet jams that get you pumped, maybe ones that you listened in high school that you haven't listened to forever, because I've been doing that, like Avenged Sevenfold, Atreyu, Under Oath, all that stuff. And I'm like, yeah, this is my jam, Chiodos. Oh my God, I used to listen to you in Warped Tour. And it just makes it so much more fun again. And another thing that you can do is maybe go to another fitness class to like spice up your fitness, because maybe there's something out there, a movement that you haven't done before, or an equipment piece like a kettlebell or a Bosu ball that will just spice up your workouts again and make you excited again. And that's what like the hula hoop and like bow staff has done for me endless amount of times, where I feel like I'm in a funk, I pick them up, and suddenly I'm like just twirling around and I'm getting into my workout, and then that leads me to doing other stuff, not just hula hoop, but I'm like, yeah, I want to keep moving. Like I want to keep on going. So maybe it just needs to like spice up your workouts a little bit again. Jack, hello. Much love to you. And Sparkle Rush. Glambert, love the explanation of the name change. Just popping to say hello. Hello, Glambert. I love the Groot. Ever since I learned that your icon is Groot, I just get really excited. Thank you so much, Paul. I hope I can meet you again, because like that was one of the best experiences of my life, to be able to meet all you guys at the YouTube what do you call it, like convention or something. That was just so much fun. King Bar, when will we try the hold? Ooh, I'm not sure. I don't know. Kind of depends when I feel like it. I go to the gym and I do what I feel like doing. That's usually how it goes. Unless I'm not motivated, like I said, then I'll write it down. Let's see here. Mindy, hello. Thank you so much for working out with me. You and your husband. I still think of you guys. When he like printed out that picture and like got you a new TV. I just think that's fantastic. You guys are so cute. Mary, hello. Mary. I love just like seeing all you guys and being able to actually like talk with you rather than just in the comments, because I've been struggling with like commenting back as much. It doesn't feel like as human connection. So this is a good way to get back into my channel again and being able to communicate with you guys. And I do want to get back to doing workouts for you guys. It's been a bit of a struggle lately, just because the filming area at the gym now has a huge table in it, and then it's a lot busier during times that I used to film at, so it's louder. And then here they were redoing a lot of stuff at the house, so it was always loud, so I couldn't depend on it. And also, admittedly, I was burnt out from the 30-day challenge. yes, we will have a new challenge. When will it be? I'm not sure yet. I had been starting to write it, and I always get so motivated where after I finish, I get so excited. I'm like, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep on creating. But really, I needed to take a break and slow down because it was a lot. It was a lot of energy. I was tired. I was so tired. And it didn't hit me until you hit that wall when your body kind of just forces you to take that break. But we will have a new challenge, and I just want to make it the best challenge ever for you guys. And I want to create new elements in it. Like I got a new camera, like the vlogging one. So I want to maybe try to get like 2 cameras rolling. I want to try to get a timer. So I want to make it, just improve it so much more. And I want to do more vlogs. And I will be working with a brand soon, which I'm excited with, on the contract. Ooh, so excited. No, it's not Gymshark. Just I'm going to put it out there for you guys. Let's see here. Katie, measurements have helped me in taking pictures of yourself. Yes, that is another way to track your progress, because just working with a scale is just, it fluctuates so much. It could be your hormones. Like when I get my lady time, I'm usually 2 pounds heavier. After a leg day, a heavy leg day, I'm usually like 2 pounds heavier as well. So you always want to take those things into consideration. When I eat more carbs, it's not that it's fat, it's just that it holds more water, so I have more water weight. When I have more like sodium, more water weight. So just always take those factors into consideration when you're weighing yourself, if you do it. If it's not healthy for you, there's just so many other ways to track your progress that you don't need the scale. So find what works best for you. And it changes throughout your life. Because like right now, I can weigh myself without it being like total destruction to my life. But once it starts doing that, I take a step back, and then maybe I'll work on measurements, or maybe I'll work on just not worrying about it at all. So just figure out what's best for you during this time in your life and your mental health. That's the most important. Tomaso, hello. Hi. Annie, one day we'll meet. I love how you have a Brewers icon. I actually recognize that, even though I don't watch the Brewers. I'm sorry. I love it. One day we'll meet, though. I'm excited because we're both here in Wisconsin, like super close to each other. Hello, Smith. Hello. Do you have any advice for those of us pursuing a personal training and nutrition career, best certifications, etc.? So I went through ACE, and they are a fantastic company. I can't tell you how impressed I was with it. The user interface is very, very friendly. The communication online is super awesome. They give you online materials as well as in like physical materials and books, which I like better because I don't want to be in front of a screen the whole time. I highly recommend them. I also went to like what's that called? It's like a 3-day like conference for NASM, because Justin's certified through them. Can't say anything bad about them either. They're amazing. So it really just depends on you. For me, NASM's kind of like the Windows, and then ACE is more of like the Mac. That's what I think of when I think of their user interfaces, because when Justin was getting a certification through NASM, I saw it, I'm like, different, but not like ACE. So yeah. And then just get your personal training. That way you can do small group training as well as personal training. And then I also got certified, what else did I get? Behavior change theory or behavior change specialist, as well as a health coach. And they have like just so many. There's just so many certifications that you can take. And it's exciting because learning's fun. Helping people's fun. It's fun. Do things that are fun. Hey, hi, hello. Let's see, strong athlete. Got it. CrossFit, 6 days on, 1 day recovery, yay or nay. It depends on you. It depends on where you are in your fitness journey. It depends on your body. It depends on if you're fueling yourself properly, if you are getting enough sleep, recovery, all that jazz. It depends on what types of workouts that you did. So CrossFit there's just so much in CrossFit that it's so varied. Like sometimes you do the heavy lifts and sometimes you do the running. If it works for you and you're not burnt out and you're feeling good and your body's functioning properly and your hormones are on track and all good, then I say go for it. But again, it's very personal. It just depends on you. So just make sure you are listening to your body, and remember that changes too. What works for you now might not work for you in the future. So, or maybe you'll just need to take a little break, or maybe you can just keep on going. I mean, that's fun too. That's fun. I like that. Do what makes you happy. Let's see here. Katie, yes, I am definitely torn as to which Gymshark apparel I want to get. Ooh, I can help you. I mean, I can totally help you on that. But if you're looking for shorts, the loose fit shorts are my absolute favorite. So comfy. And then you can look at, I have the 3 try-on hauls just because I love it so much. Let's see here. Hala Smith, best fitness trackers. I've heard great things about the Apple Watch. I personally have a Garmin Forerunner 245 Music. And the reason I have that is because I was like, yeah, I'm going to totally run more. And I didn't. I don't have this linked to my phone because I hate notifications already. I already turned them off on my phone. And I mainly use it for the odometer. Fitness trackers, just remember, they're not that accurate. Like they're not. You can wear, like, the most accurate thing you could do for a fitness tracker is wearing like a heart rate monitor. And I had a Polar 80, so it was like ages ago, eons ago, prehistoric times, and that worked great for me. But fitness trackers are one of those things where you can't depend on them for calorie burn or anything. Everyone's just so individual, and they're a good estimate, but they don't hit the point. So yeah, that's right. I mean, if you're like timing your run, this is great because it also has a GPS and everything. So I guess it depends on like what activity you're doing. Yeah. Jennifer, what does it mean when you've been working out consistently but haven't lost any weight but only slimming down? How do I lose the weight? So that is called recomping or recomposition. So that means that you're losing the fat, but you're gaining the muscle, which gives you that slimmer appearance. So that's not a bad thing. You don't actually have to lose the weight. Unfortunately, in our society today, we think that we have to be 120 pounds, which if you're 120 pounds, that's totally fine. I'm not saying that's a bad thing or anything, but just know that weight's not everything. So you don't need to lose that weight, but give your body time. I mean, if the way you're going, it sounds like it's so awesome and that's great. It doesn't sound like you have to lose that weight. Yeah, just remember to listen to your body and take it slow. Slow and steady wins the race. Do stuff that's sustainable, because if it's not sustainable, it's not worth it in the long run, and you're just going to gain the weight back in the end. So do what's fun and sustainable for your body. Am I talking to Gilmore Girls? Is it too fast? I hope it's not. This is it. This is a hard talk. Sofita! Hello! It's so good to talk to you on here. Stephanie, I miss you. Please come back to the gym soon. I've done so many obstacle courses in my boot camps, and I miss you, and I think you'd love them, so come back. Mindy and Dave is here. Awesome. Your workouts kept me in top shape for A-level tennis despite 6 months COVID winter isolation's just back on the court today. 3 sets, no issues. Thanks. Oh, I'm so happy. Thank you so much for working out with me, for sparkling with me, and your wife. That means so much. I love hearing that. Like, this gives me fuel to be like, come back, Kat. Come back to making the workouts and stuff. And I think I'll start with like a live workout to take my feet back into it. That's why I did this, to kind of just like remember how to do live streaming again and connecting with you guys. So let's see here. How many push-ups can you do, and also how to increase them? How many push-ups can I do? I don't know, like in like a time limit or something. Probably like 35 or something. I don't know. How do you increase them? You keep on doing them. You start adding weighted vest. You could put a plate on your back safely. And then that way increases the amount of reps you could do without the weight, which is really cool. Same with pull-ups. So that's what I've been doing. I've been adding a lot of like weighted pull-ups now, so I can do more pull-ups. On pull-ups. Francesca, hi Kitty. Hope you grow up so much because you are great and really inspiring. And my boyfriend and I are making your stronger excuses again. Yay! I'm so happy that you guys are doing my challenge again. Thank you so much, and thank you for your love. That means a lot. Adelie's here. Entered the building. Yes. I love seeing you guys. Hi Kat, your outfit looks lovely. Thank you. I've been struggling with joint pain, lethargy, and muscle weakness. My doctors are working on figuring it out, but what forms of movement can I do in the meantime? Ooh, this is really tough. So it's going to be about listening to your body. It sounds like you need more of just like movement flow, the kind of stuff that we've been doing, maybe some yoga. So a lot of low impact, flowy types of movements that doesn't put a lot of pressure onto your joints. So nothing like high impact kind of thing. You can always take walks too. Maybe that would be nice. and maybe some like Pilates, a lot of core work. And yeah, that's really, really tough. Take care of yourself mentally during this time, especially. That's so, so important because it's really hard when, we identify ourselves so much with being like the workout person. So make sure you're taking care of yourself mentally, and then really fueling your body with all the whole foods. So a lot of anti-inflammatory foods too, like blueberries and chia seeds, flax seeds, all that stuff. So all those like omega. I'm sorry, but I'm sending you love. All right, Hala, do you offer any online personal training? Your energy is so lovely and contagious. Thank you so much. I was born this way. Ask my mommy. She's here, I think, still. Maybe I bored her. Not sure. I don't do online personal training right now. I don't know about the future. Right now, I'm just really focusing on creating for you guys. So I know I am taking a little mental break though from the challenge that I created. So, and then I'm also working at the gym. I have some clients, and then I teach boot camps and stuff. So right now, not yet. But you never know. So but yeah, so maybe. So Stephanie, May, I am hoping to make it May. Yes, good. I'm so happy you're coming back in May. Please do it. Just do it. Don't even think about it. Mommy's still here. Okay, good. I didn't want to lose you. All right, let me know if you guys have more questions, but I'm going to move on to some of the Instagram ones too. So let's see here. What's one of your biggest fitness goals that you haven't achieved yet? So that is the front lever. I still have to use a band for that one, but I'm still working on negatives with the bar as well as on the rings. It's hard, but I'll get there. Let's see. How did you get into lightsaber Jedi work? So Justin and I got bow staffs first, and it was one of those things that we were both like super interested in. So we were using that as like a flow tool, getting all that jazz done. And then Justin got a lightsaber, and then I got a lightsaber. We're like, this is amazing. So yeah, that's wait, no, you know what? He got his lightsaber and he surprised me. I have an unboxing video. I don't think I ever posted it, but he's like, this one's for you. And I was like, what? It was a dual staff. It's beautiful. It's that pink one I have. And we still have to post our engagement video. It's really phenomenal, but unfortunately the person who filmed it has been very, very busy, especially with everything, because they had to like get rid of a bunch of his coworkers and stuff during that time. So he's been super busy. He hasn't been able to finish it. So let's see here. Will you be streaming constantly? I really like your videos. Yay! I'm glad you like my Twitch videos. So yes, I will be streaming consistently. I plan on doing it every Sunday at 7 p.m. Central. So I hope you guys can make it. And I'm hoping I don't have to stick with just scary games, because it's terrifying, and I can't. I don't think I can. I get so sweaty and like, yeah. But it is fun. Let's see here. How to start a successful career as a trainer, and any advice how to start a YouTube. Okay, so how to start a successful career as a trainer. Make sure you're like shadowing other trainers, because once you read the books that you get from like ACE or NASM or whatever certification you go through, but actually like doing the training is so different. I remember my first session being like, I actually don't feel like I know what I'm doing. It was crazy. So make sure you're shadowing. Make sure you're going to boot camps and you're trying different trainers out. Make sure you are yourself too, that you find your own style. Make sure you know modifications, how to regress things, how to progress things, because not every client's different. You have to know that, giving a session for a client that is 70 years old is going to be very different than a 22-year-old. So you just got to make sure that you know how to individually create programs that are for each of your clients and that are safe. That's the biggest thing too, is that safe. And then how to start a YouTube channel, you just start it. You just create a video and you keep on going, and you try to stay consistent with posting on the same day at the same time. That really helps. But just start, because don't wait until it's like perfect. Otherwise you'll never do it. And I think that's something that it's analysis paralysis. You just feel like, oh, it has to be perfect before I post it. It doesn't. Just make sure you have good audio and good lighting. Otherwise, people aren't as likely to watch it. So yeah, let's see here. What advice do you have for meat eaters if we want to be vegan someday? So it's really just transitioning into switching out things, just like little by little. So if something had chicken, maybe switch it with like tempeh. That's really all I do, is that I take you can take any recipe and you can veganize it, which is great. So just do it little by little, maybe have a no meat or meatless Monday or something. And for me, I pretty much did it cold turkey, but it's totally up to you what you want to do. So if you could say, which is your favorite video game? Chrono Trigger. Chrono Trigger for the Super NES is my all-time favorite video game of all time. Music, on point. Characters, on point. Graphics, great. I just love it. I love it. I love it so much. Let's see here. Okay. I'm starting my journey with strong lifts. I want to get so strong. Any tips to keep on growing stronger? Lift heavy. Lift heavy, as you can heavily lift. Yeah, that's how you do it. You make sure you lift heavy. You make sure you have enough recovery time. You make sure that you have good form. You have to have good form when you are lifting that heavy weight. If you're not having good form during a deadlift, you could throw out your back. You could really seriously injure yourself. So make sure you're smart about it when you're training. And then make sure you're fueling your body with enough food, because you need food in order to grow those muscles, but you also need recovery. So make sure you're taking that recovery time. Because like when you start out doing heavy lifts and stuff, you might need way more recovery time than someone that has been doing it for a long time. So just, try doing that. All right, let's see here. I don't know what I'm doing. 30 people watching. Oh my God. Hello. Let me know. Keep on asking these questions if you want to. I also have, let's see here. Hello. As a PT, how much time do you spend on your feet working out with clients? How do you manage fitting in your own workouts? Oh yeah. So I have cut down my client base so much, because it was so much for me with doing YouTube videos, with doing my own workouts, with teaching boot camps. I think the most draining thing about being a trainer is definitely teaching the boot camps, because it's like you go around, you set everything up for one, which takes like half an hour to 45 minutes, and you're carrying all the weights and all that jazz. And then you teach the boot camps and you're literally like walking around the whole time. You have to demonstrate all the exercises. You have to demonstrate again for those of the people that were not paying attention, which I totally get. So it's a lot. So yeah, that's one reason I cut down on clients, and that, and just the mental aspect of it. That on top of with like YouTube and stuff, and like answering the comments and then answering my DMs when people are talking about like mental health issues and stuff, and I try to help them out. It was too much to do it in person and online, and I felt like I could have a higher impact in the world by creating like YouTube videos for you guys than just doing solely clients in person. So that's why I cut it down quite a bit. How do I manage fitting in your own workouts? I schedule it in. I just do it. It's one of those things. It's like brushing my teeth. It's like I will work out. Like it's something that brings me joy. It makes me so happy. I love seeing myself get stronger. I love working on my fitness. Moving is a blessing. Like it's not a punishment. I hate when people are like, I hate working out. It's like, well, you haven't found the right movements yet that you love and that you enjoy. It doesn't have to be burpees. It can be tennis. It could be hiking. It could be underwater basket weaving, anything you want. Just find what works best for you. Yeah, that's the biggest thing. So just schedule it in, and yeah, I just have fun. It's playtime. That's my playtime. Let's see here. Fatih, how can you evaluate your relationship with food right now? Ooh, yeah. So, it's really funny because, well, it's not funny, but I really have been able to kind of take a step back and like see how much, if I'm in a bad mental state because of outside factors, how much it affects my relationship with food, because then I start eating more, which is the case of what happened more recently, because I gained some weight because I was stress eating, because there were these outside elements that I felt like were affecting me and I hated it. And so yeah, then I just take a step back and I kind of do less then. I don't do as intensive workouts. I read more, I write more, work more on my mental health and stuff. And then I notice that suddenly I can feel my hunger cues again. I can feel my fullness cues again. So now I know whenever I feel like I can't feel those cues, and that I feel guilty eating certain foods, that it's really just my mental health that I need to take a step back on. So yeah, it's cool seeing yourself as like a little experiment and recognizing the patterns, because this has happened quite often, quite a lot in my life, where I feel like guilty for eating certain foods and I start gaining weight and I beat myself up about it. But it's like, well, if you really think about it, it's not the actual food, it's what's going on up here in your head because of factors you feel like you can't control. And food is something you can control. It's something that gives you variety. It's something that gives you happiness. It's something that gives you comfort, when really you need to find those factors somewhere outside of food. So I think that's important. Wow, that was so good. Keep on asking these questions. There were also some on Facebook that I want to get to. Angela asked, favorite go-to snacks. Favorite go-to snacks, fruit. I just love fruit. I love the cuties. I love cuties. They're so good. They're like little oranges, for those of you who don't know what cuties are. And then I love bananas. I love peanut butter and toast. I love very simple things. I love these like Chipotle pistachios. Those are super good. Pita bread. Oh, I love pita bread. I love pita bread. I love granola. Yeah. All that stuff. Nikki! Hi, Kat. I'm trying to cut out as much junk food as possible. What suggestions do you have for switching out bad snacks for good ones? Even some ideas to beat cravings would be great, too. Yeah, so don't have them in the house for once. Just don't have junk food in the house. That's number one, because if it's not there, you're not going to eat it. Two, just experiment with like different snacks at the grocery store. This is the fun part. This is the fun part, where you're going to go to the grocery store and be like, snacks. And then look at the back, see if there's like a ton of ingredients that you don't recognize and you're like, oh, probably not that one. And then, I mean, the easiest way to do it is one ingredient foods. So you have your apples, you have your bananas, you have, all that delicious foodies and stuff like that. So yeah, it's really about experimenting and finding which one's best for you. But yeah, if it's not in the house, it's not gonna be eaten. Sure, that's really good. Beating cravings is hard. Especially when it comes to chocolate, especially when it comes to lady time. I do definitely allow myself chocolate and stuff. But again, it's one of those things, if it's not in the house, you're not going to eat it. But if you do eat it, just make sure you don't eat it with guilt. Just eat it and really enjoy it and be like, yeah, man, this is so good. So that way you taste the flavors, you have a moment. I think that's a big thing, is that sometimes we eat foods because it gives us a moment of time and space. It's kind of like when someone goes out for smoking and when they're working, it's just that time, that break, when it could be replaced by something else. So yeah, just make sure you're taking breaks for yourself, and that when you are eating, it's very mindful. You're eating mindfully. I would say, yeah, I eat intuitively, but I also eat mindfully, because like if I really ate intuitively the whole time, then I'd be eating like way more chocolate and stuff like that. So I have to be very mindful of like, do I need this right now? Like, did I already have a lot of chocolate? Do I need to slow down? So be mindful of your eating. And just remember that food is to respect your body and to bring you closer to your goals. So make sure you're fueling up enough as well. And it is okay to have a cookie. Just saying. Adri's here. Oh my gosh. Hello. The sister's in the house. Hi, Adri. I get so excited seeing you and everything, and your brother and everything. So let's see here. Are you in a hotel? No, this is actually the house that Justin and I live in. We rent a room, and Justin got to decorate this. He decorated this entire room. It's really beautiful. He put the mirrors up. He put all this stuff. He put love and happy. This is where I film a lot of the workouts when it's quiet and stuff. So it is very peaceful and stuff. I also do like my hip opening here. I still am on the streak of doing hip opening every day, you guys. I didn't just stop when I stopped the time lapses on my Instagram. So keep on going. Let's see here. Holla, best TV series or movies. Ooh. A TV series, I love Merlin, BBC Merlin, but they totally butchered the last season, and I can't watch it. And I have to say the same for Game of Thrones. The last 2 seasons, I still get angry about it. Like, I can wake up and I think about it and I get angry. And I'm like, I should not be so attached to this show. But I spent like 10 years of my life with that show and the books. So I'm very upset still. And on Reddit, all that stuff. Movies, Harry Potter. You can't go wrong with Harry Potter. I love Sucker Punch. I know a lot of people are like, this is Hallie, but I love it. It's empowering women, and that's something I used to do as a kid, and now I just fantasize myself looking really, really cool, defeating monsters in these situations that I was not actually in. So I just could relate to it very much. Maybe not like being in a brothel kind of thing, but yeah. Let's see here. What do you think is the number one trigger for a binge? I think that it is different for everyone. It is very, very different for everyone. For me, it was restricting so long because of my past. For like the past 7 years, I had restricted for so long. So it's like that diet mentality. When a lot of people go on diets, they restrict and they have their calories for some reason, and that makes us it makes our bodies and our minds being like, when there's actually food available, you just go for it and like are on autopilot. So it's whenever you like just totally don't allow yourself with unconditional love to actually eat the foods that are good for you, but also foods that you like. So make sure you are doing that. Make sure you do that. Hello, tips on how to not feel so behind in life. I'm almost 20 and have never had a job and had to quit school due to my AD. Oh yeah, I'm not fully recovered. Oh, congratulations. That's awesome. You're behind. Well, you're not behind because like society makes you think you're behind. That's the thing. You're never actually behind. You are creating your own journey. I've gone through this so many times where I feel bad. I feel bad for myself because I'm like, I'm so behind. And then you see this like 16-year-old online that's like, I'm a millionaire now because I created blah, blah, blah. It's like, that's great. That's awesome. That's not my path though. And that's okay right now. So just ask yourself, is feeling bad for myself, is feeling like I'm behind actually pushing me forward? Probably not. So figure out what you need to do to get on the path that you want to go on. Look up like Ikigai, and that's pretty much like finding out all your passions, and that will help you to figure out your career path. So being able to get paid for your passion kind of thing. So Ikigai, Ikigai. It is a Japanese term. So try looking that up. I think that might help you a lot. But just realize that like we're all on different paths, and like for some people now are getting married and they have kids and they have a house. And me, I'm like, I have a YouTube channel, but I have an amazing fiance and we don't have a house right now. So what the heck? But it's like, no, we're all on different paths. We all create this awesome video game for ourselves, and there's no right or wrong. That's the coolest part. That's the coolest part, guys. That's the coolest part is like freeing yourself from realizing you actually don't have to be on a certain path that society has made to be the best. So get out of that. Just take that pressure off of your shoulders. It really is just a flip that you can make flip of a switch that you can make in your head. It's very nice. It's very nice. Adri, do you know what games you are going to be playing on Twitch? I don't know. Okay, so like probably, definitely Little Nightmares, the DLC is next. So the one that they have for the first game, because I haven't seen that yet. So I really don't think I'm going to play Little Nightmares 2 just because I watched one of my best friends, Schwa, play it, and also Justin play it. So it's like I know a lot of what happens, and it just wouldn't be as fun like not knowing, and I wouldn't be like terrified. And that I feel like that's the best for everyone, is to see my terrified face. I'm literally shaking, you guys. So yeah, it's probably that. And then I do want to play like Pokemon Snap when it comes out, because I feel like that'd be fun for everyone, just a nice little hangout. We'll see how it goes. Diablo 2 Remastered, because I love that game. It's one of my favorite games of all time besides Chrono Trigger. I think that would be really cool. So I'm so excited they're redoing it, because I feel like the Diablo 3 did not capture the greatness of Diablo 2. Yeah. Let's see here. Nikki, thank you so much. Love the one ingredient tip. Honestly, you can't go wrong with a potato. What I like to do is there are these Japanese sweet potatoes, and they're purple and then they're like yellow on the inside. And what I do is I cut some and I cut it into like some slices, and I microwave it for like 6 minutes. Make sure your plate doesn't explode, because that's happened on me if it's gone for like way too long in the microwave. Whoopsies. Sorry, Mom. But anyway, actually, no, I think that was in Japan, actually. Anyway, and then it makes it softer, and then I just put sea salt on it. And that way it's like that salt fix, but you don't have the oils and stuff. And I have to say, air fryers are amazing if you do want something fried. Air fryers are fantastic because you don't have to use oil, but they make it like really crispy. Crispies. No, I love your questions. Please keep asking them. That's never too many. I mean, like, no one else has. So, like, please keep on asking. I love it. Chrissy, hello, Chrissy. I just wrote to you today in the comments. So good to see you. Sunrose London, hello. Phantom Hughes, beautiful kimono and pretty Texas girl. I'm Texan? Oh my God, I didn't know that. I mean, I visited Texas, and my family in-laws are in Texas. Texas is awesome. So we actually just went there recently, so maybe you saw me tagged there. I don't know. Tyler! Tyler! Hey, Cat Miss ya. I have a friend who wants to gain muscle mass. She is fit but naturally thin. She basically got on the same fitness journey as you. Do you have any tips I can share with her? Oh my gosh. First of all, hello, Tyler. He's amazing. So I came to him for my logo, the new logo you see with the paw print, and I drew it out, and I'm like, please digitalize this. So he drew it. So he's amazing. So if you guys ever need any, like, and he makes like board games too. He's an awesome artist, awesome person. So just want to say that first. And then let's see here. She's fit but naturally thin. Okay, so that's like ectomorph. So that means that they're like tinier, and it's just harder for them to gain mass. Basically on the same. So she's just gonna have to eat a lot more, because probably if she's really struggling gaining mass and stuff, she probably has a higher metabolism because that's in her genetics. And so she's just going to have to eat more. What she can do is, if it's like mentally okay for her to track in MyFitnessPal, maybe track like a week of her normal eating. Don't change anything. And then just remember that a food scale is always going to be more accurate than actually measuring out in cups and everything. But I recommend she track it, and then she start adding in like maybe like 100 calories per day or 200 calories per day, whatever she can sustainably do without feeling totally like gross and heavy and all that stuff. And then just make sure she's like lifting heavy, keeping form, all that stuff. So it's just going to be a process for her. But just remind her that it's going to take time, and it's going to take some effort. Darn, she has to eat. God, can I do that? Can I do that? Tell her to go to Chipotle. If I could eat anywhere every single day, it would be Chipotle. I love their burrito bowls. I hope that answers your questions. Feel free to answer or ask more, Tyler, about your friend and everything. Fatih, what do you think about K-pop diets? I seriously don't get how these people aren't even anorexic, eating under 500 calories. I have never heard of K-pop diets, but any diet under 500 calories, it's not sustainable. It doesn't sound healthy. It doesn't sound like your hormones will be in check. It doesn't sound like you could possibly get in the nutrients that you need or anything. So that just doesn't sound healthy for your mental health, for anything like that. So I would not. I don't like that. That's my stamp of what I think. I don't like that. Well, there's 37 people here. Oh my God. I'm always surprised by how many people. Feel free to ask more questions. And then there's more on Facebook that I want to get to as well. Let's see here. Oh, so Katie, if you're still here, you asked about new shoes and equipment. What's your favorite shoe and go to for buying dumbbells? So favorite shoe, I use Nobles. They're over there somewhere. I use Noble trainers. I recommend not getting the high top ones if you're going to do training and stuff. I do have to say that it took a little bit for them to break in because, yeah, that's just their build. But once you break them in, they're super comfy, and then they last forever. Like, I know you're supposed to switch out your gym shoes and stuff, but I don't. I literally wear them all the time for everything except for running. I will not wear them for running. That's a thing that the Nike Zoom TR Air Strong, those are the ones that I had previously. That beat out the Nobles, and that factor is that I could train and then I could go running. but these Nobles are just way more durable. I've had them for so much longer. I would have had to have like 2 pairs of Nikes by now. But that's because I abuse my shoes, so. And I work out a lot, so that's probably why. Let's see here. Sandra, hello. Just wondering, can you do a kick up? If so, could you do a video explaining how to do it? Or if you can do other tricks, could you make videos about how to do it? I haven't tried a kick up. Is that where you're like laying down and then you like that? I haven't tried doing that. I don't think I have the thoracic mobility for that right now. I am working on that a lot with my flexibility mobility drills. So maybe eventually. I mean, I can do a ton of different pull-ups, which are cool, like archer pull-ups, pendulum pull-ups, explosive script switch pull-ups. I can do pistol squats. Those are cool, right? Is that cool? Is that a trick? Is that a party trick? I can do that stuff. Let me know if you want to see those. You can see on my Instagram. Let me know. Let's see here. What kind of makeup do you use? It's so cool. Thank you. I actually have a video on this. So I have a vlog that I created. It was like a year and a half ago. And so in the vlog, I go through all the products that I use. They should be about the same, possibly. I don't know. But half of my face, I do. And then I bring Justin in, and he does the other half. He does it. It's good. So if you ever want to watch that, it's in my vlogs section on my playlist. It's pretty good. He does pretty dang good, and I was very impressed, to be honest. But basically, I can go over. I use Stila. Oh my God, sorry. I hiccup and I burp at the same time. I use Stila liquid eyeliner, and then I'll use Ulta, like black eyeliner, the really cheap one that's like thick for $8 or something. And then I use, what is this called? Bare Minerals powder. I don't use any foundation because I just feel so cakey. I feel like a cake. And I worry that people will come up to me and want to take a bite of my face. So I don't do that. So yeah, let's see here. Yeah, Tyler, I'm so happy to help you. You know, you're always welcome to ask me any questions. Any at all. I always think it's funny when someone dislikes this video or dislikes the video, because I'm like, thank you for helping my algorithm, because it still helps me out, because they probably disliked it and dipped out. Like, so I have this theory that I actually know the person that's like disliking some of my videos. It's okay though. It's okay. Thanks for helping my algorithm. But I really do like the likes better, so keep that going. Keep that going. Like it if you haven't already. Let me know if you guys have more questions. Oh, here. Have you taken the MBT personality test? It's super interesting to learn more about your personality type. I think I have. Is that like the where it's like ENTJ? Is that it? Is that thing? I have taken that before. That was really fun. I love taking tests like those. Those are so much fun. Let's see. Feel free to ask more of the fitness questions too, and health questions, Twitch questions. I hope you guys can join me for that too, because that's really fun. And then, yeah, that would be really great. And then Melissa on Facebook, she asked, will there ever be a day when my legs are not sore? I do a lot of squats and lunges. My legs are almost always sore, and I have been working out regularly for over 3 years. They're not way sore, but still sore. So in that case, it depends on your body, but also make sure you're getting enough recovery time, because if you're not, then your body can't recover. And then also make sure that you're doing stuff like rolling, flexibility, mobility work. That really helps to shake things up. Make sure you're not just sitting the next day, because that can really make you way more sore. Make sure you're getting enough water, and then make sure you're getting those anti-inflammatory foods, because that really, really helps with recovery and to make sure that you're not as sore the next day. I know like BCAAs help some people. I personally don't really take them, or at least I don't on purpose. They might be in my protein powder, but I don't even know it. I don't even know it, so yeah. But that does help some people. Let's see here. Adri! More hauls anytime soon? Yeah! I mean, I want to. A company called Two Tags, they're an Australian company. They actually tagged me. No, they emailed me and they were like, hey, can we send you outfits and then you do like a try on? And I'm like, yes, yes, let's do this. So I'm excited. I'm waiting on those. So I hope that they send those out soon because that would be amazing. Let's see here. You should test out your max push-ups. Sure. I mean, yeah, I'll do that. I won't do that right now. I'm all dressed up. I got a necklace on and a kimono. The rest is sportswear because that's all I wear. But I thought I would get fancy for you guys, so I put on this kimono. It's cozy. It's so cozy. Hala, do you have any recommendations for writing your own training splits or which one to follow? Thoughts on push-pull leg splits? So this is really going to depend on how much time you have to work out, what you prefer, what your goals are too. Because like if you only have 3 days to work out, then you're going to need to condense everything together. You can't do like bis and tris, that like only 2 muscle groups. You're going to have to make it a little bit more compact. So it really just depends on your schedule. If you have so say you have 3 days, you could always do like bis, tris, chest, back on another day, and then calves, hamstrings, quads, and glutes on another day, and then keep cycling through those or something. So again, it really just depends on you and what gets you excited for the gym and what gives you the best muscle growth for you and your goals, unless you want to do more like power. So yeah. Mindy, I wish we could like videos more than once. Thank you. We're repeating many of the 30-day challenge videos over, even day 1, which was so hard. Oh my God. I know. That was the ones where we did 10 minutes of straight cardio and then straight strength and then straight abs was definitely like a mental challenge more than anything. There are some days, you guys, that I film and I am so tired. I am so tired. And then I look at the schedule for what I have planned. I'm like, oh, it's cardio. Yay. But like once you get going, it's not bad. You get excited, then you get energized after that. So it's not bad. Yeah. Do it for the live. I'll do it for the gram. Jennifer, what's a great, not too expensive dairy-free protein drink you recommend? Oh, I make my own smoothies, so I personally can't recommend any. I mean, like, making your own is definitely, I feel like, the best because you know the ingredients that are going into it. It is way less expensive, and it's fresh. So fresh and so clean. And you can just change it up a little bit, and it makes it exciting again. So I recommend doing that. Get a blender. We have the NutriBullet, and then at home, I have, what is that called? What is that? What is it? It's that fancy one. It's the fancy one. It's like, you got to hold it down. I always forget the name of it, but it's really great. It's really, really nice. Can you do more videos on what you eat in a day? Maybe on a day you don't work so I can see other options. Oh, yeah, totally. Yeah. The thing about the newest What I Eat in a Day is that that was one of my busier days. So I didn't eat as much because I'm just constantly moving. And like being full on a day or like being full when you're going to teach a boot camp is like the worst feeling. So I ate very light that day. And then usually the day after, I eat a little bit more just because my body's like hungry after all the movement, after not eating as much. So always know that when you're watching a What I Eat in a Day, like that's what I eat for how I'm feeling that day. And I eat to fullness and satiety and everything. So some days it's higher and some days it's lower. And some days there's more variety. And some days there's more portions, some days there's less. So always know that when you're watching What I Eat in a Day for any creator, that one, they're definitely more mindful. You're way more mindful because you're like, oh, I gotta film this too. I gotta take her on my camera. And like, even when you eat a snack, you're like, wait, I'm eating my snack now. And even the camera might force you to like, almost like eat less because you're so mindful of it, or you're lazy and you don't want to bust out your camera. So just know that every day is a little bit different. And to answer your question, yeah, I can totally do more What I Eat in a Days. I would love to do that. What do you think about working out sore? I personally have a love-hate relationship with getting sore, which I feel like I really pushed myself. Yeah. So like if you get sore, that does not mean that you had a better workout. Like sometimes I'm not even sore, but I had a great workout. But some days I am so sore. So it really just depends on where you are in your fitness journey, if your body's used to the movements that you're doing, if you lifted heavier or not. I personally love to just keep on moving. Otherwise, I get way more sore if I don't keep on moving. I think it's okay to work out when you're sore. It's harder, like when you just did a heavy leg day and then you have cardio and then you're tight. So I definitely recommend definitely roll and get some mobility and flexibility going in before you do your workout, because otherwise you'll just get tight and feel awful. So much water. This is so fun. I'll do a little bit longer, yeah. What's a new type of fitness you've wanted to try but haven't yet? I love how much magic you bring into your workouts with lightsabers and bow staffs. Thank you. No, oh my gosh. Oh man, a new one that I haven't tried. What haven't I tried that I wanted to? This is tough because I usually just try it. I usually just do. Oh, I guess you know what? More I do bar work, but I don't do like Lachane a lot, and then doing the thing like the 360 spin. So when you are on a bar and you're hanging and you're swinging and you swing back and you do a 360. I haven't done fancy stuff like that, and I would love to learn that stuff. That fascinates me. But I know I need a crash pad, otherwise I'm gonna hurt myself, and yeah. And I need a professional. That too. So if you're in the Milwaukee area, let me know. Let's see here. Curious to see if you can get to 40. I'm sure everyone wants to see. Yeah, I don't know if I can get to 40 push-ups. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. I might be able to. Jennifer, what are some ingredients can I put in a blender, I'm guessing, to make my own protein drink? So I have this on my what I eat a day, but I love putting frozen fruits. So usually frozen blueberries, and then a banana, because a banana always makes it sweeter. If your protein drink is awful, a banana will probably save it, and it makes it creamier too. I love adding almond extract. It adds the smell, which makes it taste better, because when you smell things, it makes it seem like it tastes better because they interact with each other like that. So that's delicious. And then I will put in protein cashew almond milk and some greens, some superfood greens that I steal from Justin. He still doesn't know. JK, he knows. He knows I steal it. I take it from him. And then protein powder. So I use the Women's Best. I love that. I still use that, and it's so good. It's like melted ice cream. Women's Best cookie dough, protein powder, as well as the Garden of Life one some days. So yeah. Frozen fruit. Switch it up with some different fruits. You can put some kale in it. Massage your kale first, and then spinach. Just add some greens. Just experiment with it. It's literally, I feel like I'm in Harry Potter, and I'm like, welcome to potions class. Today we're gonna make an amazing smoothie that's gonna give me all the gains. It's like, I'm like, yes. Let's see here. What to do about having a hard time gaining muscle? Okay, so just reevaluate, take a step back. Are you doing everything that you can to build the muscle? Is your diet on point? Are you getting enough protein in? Are you getting enough sleep and recovery? Sleep. Get enough sleep. Are you lifting heavy enough? So all of those things, are you challenging yourself? That's so huge. Are you really challenging yourself? Because if you're just going through the movements and you're just sticking with the same weights, then you're not going to make progress. So make sure you're going heavier and stuff. And just reevaluate. Let's see here. Did you attend a college university? Do you think it's a necessity? I did. I graduated with a Japanese major. I took Japanese class, and I finished in Japan. I did 6 months of studying abroad in Japan. It was one of the best experiences of my life. Gosh, it was so wonderful, and I still think about it all the time. And I want to go back so bad, and the people there are just incredible, and the food was amazing. So it'll be interesting going back being vegan now, so I don't know. I did go. I do not think that going to college is a necessity or university. Absolutely not. I don't use my major. I'm awful at Japanese. The thing that it did give me is that I made amazing friends, and that I realized I love to travel. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure I could have learned that another way. So there's so much information out there. You can get your personal training certificate. There's just so many courses and classes and skills that you can learn that's not in a university and that costs $1 million. Like, it's not necessary. It makes me almost like irritated to realize that I didn't even like really need to go, because I don't even use it. Let's see here. Is working out twice a day, every day too much? Depends on the person, depends on what you're doing. Like if you're doing like cardio in the morning and then lifting in the evening, you know, it depends on your goals. It depends on if you're training for a certain thing. Is it sustainable? Maybe. Again, it just depends on how much you're doing. Like, are you doing like an hour of cardio and then like 2 hours of lifting? Like after a while, your body might not like that, but maybe it will. So make sure you're just building up to it and you're listening to your body when you actually need that break. And if you need to tone it down, maybe you'll just take out one workout for one of the days, you know? So just like, it's really just finding what's best for your body with how it is right now, because every day is a little bit different. So, and your schedule too, that matters too. Yeah, let's see here. Is it professional for a personal trainer to have a training themselves? Yes. So like to have like a trainer, I highly recommend it. If they don't, I think that's almost a bad thing. I think like I hired a coach for my ninja training because like there's always something new to learn. There's always a new way to teach a movement or a skill. And it's not just for that, it's for also accountability and stuff. Like I don't have one right now. Oh no, I do. I have a boxing coach. So like once a week we will get together. He comes to the gym and we do an hour of boxing and he teaches me the technical way to do it. There's always be the student in life. Yes, you will be the teacher once in a while, you know. But once you really take the role of the student most of your life, you learn so much more and you drop your ego and you realize that one way might not be the best way. And I think that's really important to learn for life, is that you're not always going to be right. You're not always going to have the best way. And yeah, it's exciting to know that there's so many things out there to learn, so many skills and like things. I get overwhelmed thinking about it because it's exciting. Yeah. I'm not doing the push-ups right now. I look too pretty. Let's see here. Oh, I found your channel off Relentless Jake so long ago, and you've helped me so much in my recovery and motivate me to keep pushing. I am so happy for that. Thank you so much for sticking with me, for keep RAWRRing with me through that. Jake is an amazing person. I met him a few times now, and he's just like this ball of wonderful energy. What you see in his workouts, he is that person, and he's so wonderful. And like, I hope we can hang out again because he's only in Chicago. So we did that Lara Croft workout together that's on both of our channels. I know the music was kind of iffy, so yeah. He's amazing. He is definitely amazing. I highly recommend him too as a trainer. So yeah, okay, maybe like 2 more minutes. Do you guys have any more questions for me? Let me know in the comments. Rather than that, I can wrap it up. It is raining right now, which is exciting. Spring is here. Don't forget to go outside. That is one of the biggest things I think in life, is that we are so connected to our phones, to our computers, to technology, to video games, to all that jazz, which is very fun. It's not a bad thing to do that because you're always learning and stuff, and you get to communicate with people all across the world like we are. But it is also important to connect with nature and to be away from all of that stuff, to clear our minds and to remind ourselves that, like, you know, we have our own thoughts, and you want to make sure that you're not just consuming everyone else's opinions and thoughts and views, that it blurs out yours and you don't have your own anymore. So make sure that you take some time for yourself out in nature without technology and all that. It's just so important. Oh my goodness, Liz! Oh, Liz, I haven't heard from you in so long. I follow you, Kat, since day one. Oh my gosh. You saw baby Kat. Like, she didn't know what she was doing. She didn't think she was going to keep going with her YouTube channel for as long as this has come to. And I think that is the coolest thing. And that's another thing when you start your YouTube channel is like, maybe you don't realize how far you can go, how much you can learn, all the people you can meet, all the things. It's very cool. What type of music do you listen to and your favorite for workouts? So my favorite artist of all time is Curly, Kerli, and she's just incredible. She makes such magical music, and it's so, and these tattoos are based off of her. And I'll listen to her during my workouts and stuff. And it was so funny because I like tagged her in one of my Q&As on Instagram. She actually voice messaged me and she's like, so what workouts do you do and what foods do you eat? And I made the mistake of voice chatting back because like when you're like a creator, it's easiest for you to respond to as many people as possible with voice messaging, but it's easiest for you to receive the messages back by typing it out, because then you can read it in your own pace rather than listening to it. And I voice messaged back, and it's something I regret so much. And because then she was like, "Oh, cool," and I was like, "Oh my god, did I just overload her with information?" I did that fangirl thing. Regrets. I'm just kidding. I think she thinks it's fine, right? Rather than that, for like my workouts and stuff, I'll listen to anything. To be honest, it depends on my mood. I'll listen to The Used a lot lately. I'll listen to anything, even like Lana Del Rey. Was it Punk Goes Pop? Pop Goes Punk? One of those. I think those are really fun. The Suicide Squad soundtrack is really, really good. Birds of Prey soundtrack is really good. It's just like a hodgepodge of everything. Chiodos, The Used, 30 Seconds to Mars. Yeah. Oh, RAWRR. I love RAWRR. She's great. She has a song called Apple Tree, and I just have it on repeats over and over again because I'm like, it's so perfect when you're spinning a bow staff because it feels like you're a warrior. I just love that so much. Yeah. Let's see here. James, how many carbs do you recommend eating a day? I have another funny little question. Are you ticklish? If so, where? Oh my god. I don't know. I haven't been tickled for a while. I don't plan to be. I don't want to be. Don't tickle me, because I'll accidentally punch you probably out of a reflex. How many carbs? It depends on you. It depends on your goals. It depends on how your body reacts to carbs. Everyone is so individual. It's too broad of a question, unfortunately. So it really depends on what, again, your goals are, how your body reacts to the carbs, what your energy levels require, because carbs are such an amazing source of energy. Just don't fear carbs, because I feel like my diet is about 70 to 75% carbs, and I'm pretty strong, so it's okay to have carbs and fruit and vegetables. Don't be afraid of them. Don't be afraid of bread. Liz, you've done so much. Happy for you. Thank you so much. It is exciting. I'm gonna burp soon. Hold on. Sorry. Okay. Are you in a relationship? Yes. Sorry, I was looking at the other one really quick, and I was like, wait, what? Yes, I am engaged. I'm engaged to the most wonderful man in the world. His name is Justin, and hopefully he'll be home. Well, he'll be home in a little bit, but he's the most wonderful, patient, kind, loving, just amazing person that is always growing and is always learning. And again, he's just so patient with me. And he's a life coach and a personal trainer, and we met at work, and he thought I was a lesbian, and I'm not. And then he just found out I'm not. So there's that. Yes, I love Aurora. She's just fantastic. She is the Luna Lovegood that we need in this world. I love. Melissa, I've been working out with you for over 3 years. We did a 32-minute kettlebell kick-ass workout just a bit ago. Great workout. Keep it up. Thank you so much for working out with me for so long, for kicking booty with me. It really means a lot because, like, you know, when you do the workouts, you're talking to the camera. So sometimes it's hard to remember that it's with people, you know, like it's so hearing from you guys, like in the comments and here, really, it just keeps me going, and it just reminds me like I'm on the right path. I'm on the right journey. And like a person brought up, I forgot the name, I'm sorry, about feeling behind. I get in my head a lot about that because like I look at these fitness people who have 1 million subscribers, but they have so many like clickbaity things like fat burning and all that, and I used to do that and now I don't because I just don't believe in it. So it's hard. It's a hard knock life out there for a YouTuber. So yeah, let's see here. Sam, yes, Vitamix. Thank you. It is a Vitamix. Bless your heart. That's what I have as a blender. Thank you. Let's see here. You inspired me to bring a more warrior mindset into my workouts, and now when it's hard, I pretend I'm an elven warrior and push through it. Yes! Yes! That is it. Yes, honestly, that helps so much because you create this like fantasy. That's like the sucker punch thing that I was talking about. You like imagine yourself as this warrior, this like strong person, and it makes your workouts way more fun and exciting and awesome. It's so good. You're a video game character. I love it. Let's see here. Am I kid friendly? I don't like to say that I am. I mean, like I know a lot of people will be like, oh, like my kid works out with you. And I think that's great. I love that actually. But I don't want to put myself in that bubble because once in a while, like I will swear, maybe like, well, definitely on my Twitch, I swear so much. But yeah, I wouldn't, I don't know. And then I talk about a lot of like mental health stuff that can be quite a lot for a younger audience. So I wouldn't say that, but I look like a kid, so it's okay. Let's see here. Yeah, okay. I think that's about good, right? That's great. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me. I can't believe how many people are here, to be honest. I didn't know what to expect, and I was scared that no one would show. Yes, let's see here. What's my Twitch? I'm going to write it right here for you guys in the comments. It is just my name, and here it is. Yay! I hope you guys follow me on there too. I'm going to be streaming at 7 p.m. on this Sunday, and I will probably be swearing a lot. It'll be really fun. It'll be screaming. Yeah. Okay, and then I'll put it in the comments too if you guys want to follow me there. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I appreciate you guys so much. I will be starting probably to do the live workouts again to get myself back into the swing of things. I miss them, and I miss connecting with you guys like this. And there's something about it when you're just like dying together that makes it so much better. So thank you guys so much. Keep on sparkling, keep on roaring, and keep on taking care of your mental health too. So I will see you guys soon. Let me know if you have any more questions in the comments. I would be happy to answer them. So do all the things. Goodbye. Goodbye. Roar, 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 roar.